Festival overview: 4 seasons every year. More than 40 seasonal festivals fill the calendar, and many people over 50 feel both excited and a little worried about how to enjoy them safely. This is important because festivals often mean crowds, noise, long walking distances, and late hours, so you need a simple plan to choose which events fit your health and energy. The way to do this is to look at the 4 Spring festivals. Energy planning: many people over 60 notice that their energy in March and April feels about 30% lower than in their 30s, so spring festivals need a bit of planning instead of last-minute decisions. This matters because spring events like cherry blossom walks, flower markets, and religious gatherings often involve standing for 2 or more hours, and the practical way to handle this is real case spring couple: a 68-year-old husband with knee pain and a 65-year-old wife with mild diabetes wanted to attend their town's spring flower festival for the first time in 5 years. This was important because they feared the steep hill and 200-meter walk from the parking area, so the solution they used was to request disabled parking, use a shuttle service for 10 minutes, and plan a 90-minute visit. Summer festivals. Heat safety: during hot summer festivals, people over 65 face up to 2 times higher risk of heat exhaustion and dehydration compared to younger adults, so preparation is not optional. This is important because outdoor concerts, fireworks, and cultural nights often run for 3 to 4 hours in temperatures above 30 degrees, and the best way to cope is to adjust clothing layers, hydration, and quiz participation. Question: in the last 12 months, how many times have you stayed at a summer or autumn festival for more than 3 hours without a proper 10-minute seated rest and at least 1 full bottle of water? This matters because your honest answer shows whether you are accidentally pushing your body too hard, and the way to improve is to set simple time and drink rules before each event. Try to guess. Quiz answer: safety rule: if you often stay more than 2 hours at a festival without a 10-minute seated break and at least 250 to 500 milliliters of fluid, most doctors would call your routine borderline or risky for people over 60. This is important because short breaks and regular hydration reduce dizziness, falls, and confusion, and the practical method is to set a phone alarm every 60 minutes reminding. Autumn festivals. Travel and food: around 70% of people over 55 say autumn and harvest festivals involve shared meals and at least one trip of more than 50 kilometers, which can strain both body and wallet. This matters because heavy seasonal food, long car rides, and busy family schedules can upset digestion, sleep, and blood sugar, so you need clear boundaries before accepting every invitation. The mid-season summary: by the time you reach the middle of the festival year, you may have already attended at least 3 or 4 events, which gives useful data about your limits and preferences. This is important because patterns of fatigue, joint pain, overspending, or family tension usually repeat, and the smart way to act is to review your last few outings and write down what worked well and what clearly did. Winter festivals. Safety and mood: in winter, temperatures can drop below 0 degrees and daylight can shrink to less than 10 hours, which affects joint pain, balance, and mood for many older adults. This is important because winter festivals, religious services, and New Year events often involve slippery paths, dark parking lots, and noisy indoor spaces, so you must think about both physical and emotional. Budget planning and spending limits: many households over 50 spend between $200 and $600 each year on seasonal festivals without fully realizing where the money goes. This matters because fixed incomes and medical costs leave less room for surprises, and the best way to stay comfortable is to set a clear yearly festival budget and divide it by season before the first big event arrives. You can decide. FAQ: mobility and seating. A frequent question from people over 70 is whether it is embarrassing or inconvenient to bring canes, walkers, or folding stools to public festivals. This is important because fear of being a burden can lead people to stay home and miss social contact, while the better solution is to see mobility aids as tools that extend your independence and allow shorter walks and safer rests. FAQ: medication timing and storage. Many people taking 3 to 6 daily medications worry about missing doses or storing pills and insulin safely during long outdoor events. This is important because skipped or delayed medicine can raise the risk of dizziness, very high or low blood sugar, and confusion, so your plan must be simple and realistic. The practical method is to use a small labeled pill organizer set. FAQ: social boundaries. People over 60 often tell me they feel pressured to attend every family festival, even when pain, fatigue, or limited funds make some events difficult. This is important because saying yes too often can lead to burnout, resentment, and health setbacks, so learning to decline clearly and kindly protects both your body and your relationships. You can thank the inviter. Briefly name one. Practical checklist: health and safety before each festival. People over 50 can quickly review at least 5 key items: current health status, transportation, seating, weather, and medication needs. This is important because checking these areas ahead of time prevents last-minute stress and emergencies, and the way to do it is to ask yourself simple yes or no questions about pain levels, walking distance, and practical checklist: money and energy for each season. It helps to set a clear maximum of events, for example 3 major festivals and 2 small gatherings, along with a total spending cap such as $300. This is important because both money and energy are limited resources, and the smart move is to decide in advance where you want to invest them instead of reacting to every last-minute invitation. You can. Final summary and call to action: across 4 seasons and dozens of possible festivals each year, the core message is to match your plans with your current health, budget, mobility, and social needs rather than copying younger routines. This is important because thoughtful choices today reduce the risk of hospital visits, debt, and isolation later, and the best approach is to use the checklists, time limits,